Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most magnificent, the ever merciful. We glorify Him, we praise Him, and we elevate His name as He ought to be elevated. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I extend to you the eternal and the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you. A most pleasant good morning going out to you on this beautiful Friday morning. How has your morning been thus far? How are you doing this morning? How has your week been thus far? What are your plans for the upcoming weekend? And of course, you can let me know via the WhatsApp number 2994103. Of course, I do pray that you are healthy, well, safe and sound, and as always enjoying a period of happiness and prosperity. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, here in your company once again on this auspicious and holy day of Friday, the day of Jum'ah, right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And as we always like to do, we say a very, very special thank you going out to Pandit Shivan Hari Prasad for those beautiful and wonderful words of inspiration and motivation. And of course, as we always do, we wish him a safe and a speedy trip back home. All praises are due to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the magnificent, the merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. Oh Allah, it is you do we worship, and from you only do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those who have evoked your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Today's Islamic date is the 24th day in the month of Sha'ban, which is of course the 8th month on the Islamic calendar, and we are currently in the year 1444. Today basically is the last Friday before the month of Ramadan. We have less than a week now before the arrival of the month of Ramadan. As a matter of fact, next week, Wednesday, which is the 22nd day in the month of March, that day would be the 29th day of the month of Sha'ban. And as is customary, on the 29th day of each month, we look to the skies. So Wednesday afternoon, the 29th of March, we'll be looking to the skies. The moon to commence the month of Ramadan will be looked for. If the moon is sighted, and the first day of the month of Ramadan, the first fast of the month of Ramadan will be on Thursday, the 23rd of March. That is, of course, if the moon is sighted. If the moon is not sighted Wednesday afternoon, then we shall have one extra day in the month of Sha'ban, making it 30 days. And then the month of Ramadan will then commence on Friday, the 24th of March. So anyhow you take it, by the time we meet again next Friday, we would have already entered the holy month of Ramadan. So the month of Ramadan is literally on our doorsteps as we speak. Whatever little preparations can be done, let us push forward to make sure that those preparations are completed and we can welcome in the month of Ramadan with open arms. Today also coincides with the third Friday. Today is, of course, the third Friday in the month of March in the year 2023. And at this point, as we are getting ready now to commence the holy day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago, I want to take the opportunity now to officially welcome you live on air, on the internet, and of course live on Facebook as well, for this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. Lots to look forward to on the program as we go through the course of this hour. By all means, do keep it locked into 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations, as we aim to enrich and enlighten your soul.
कैसी زمین بنائی، کیا آسمان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ پاؤں تلے بچھایا، کیا خوب فرش خاکی، پاؤں تلے بچھایا، کیا خوب فرش خاکی، اور سر پہ لاجوردی، اور سر پہ لاجوردی، ایک سائبان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ میٹی سے بیل بوٹے، کیا خوشنما اگائے، میٹی سے بیل بوٹے، کیا خوشنما اگائے، پہنا کی سبز خلوتیں، پہنا کی سبز خلوتیں، انہیں کو جوان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی، جس نے جہان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ یہ پیاری پیاری چڑیا پھرتی ہیں جو چہکتی، یہ پیاری پیاری چڑیا پھرتی ہیں جو چہکتی، قدرتی نے تیری ان کو، قدرتی نے تیری ان کو تسبیح خواب بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ آب رواں کے اندر مچھلی بنائی تو نے، آب رواں کے اندر مچھلی بنائی تو نے، مچھلی کے تیرنے کو، مچھلی کے تیرنے کو، آب رواں بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔ ہر چیز سے ہے تیری کاریگری ٹپکتی، ہر چیز سے ہے تیری کاریگری ٹپکتی، کارخانہ تو نے، کارخانہ تو نے گھبرائے بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی، جس نے جہاں بنایا، کیسی زمین بنائی، کیسی زمین بنائی، کیا آسمان بنایا، تعریف اس خدا کی۔
You are tuned into Soul Inspirations on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Safraz Ghani. And I must say, it's an absolute honor and always a personal pleasure to be in your company for around about the next hour or so. The program this morning, of course, is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate out there in Arima. Phone number 645-8326-663-9144. Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors, located at number 47 Carini Savannah Road out there in Charleville. Phone numbers 4713-850-382-5418. Nicer Brand Products Limited of number 23 Brocard Road out there in Canupia. Phone number 665-3078, 665-3079. F&A Hardware and Shopping Center, located at number 280 Roshad Douglas Road out there in Barrackpore. Contact number 277-8000. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very, very special salam and greetings of peace going out to Brian Bahadur, Mira Ramnarain from over in Barrackpore. Assalamu alaikum. Pleasant good morning going out to you as well. Kalauti Hussein from over in Friendship. We say Assalamu alaikum. Pleasant good morning going out to you also. Leela Muhammad from over in Factory Road. Elsie Nakan from over there in Garth Road. Pleasant good morning as well going out to Savitri Ramcharan. And also very happy birthday going out to you as well. We say pleasant good morning going out to Mala from over there in Mayaro. And across on our Facebook feed, we say pleasant good morning going out to Meena Prasad Singh. Going out to Sister Felicia Rowland from out there in the UK, and also going out to Brother Hameen Khan. We say very pleasant good morning going out to you as well. On the program this morning, of course, we have a very, very intriguing segment lined up for you as always. First up, we start off with a short inspirational segment, followed by the early morning call to prayer. And as we work our way through the course of the program during the hour, I'll be sharing with you a few beautiful Islamic selections. Later on in the program, coming up towards the end of the program, I'll be talking about the ultimate preparation. Like I mentioned before, we have a few days before the arrival of the month of Ramadan. So this morning, I'll be talking about the ultimate preparation that has to be made before the arrival of the month of Ramadan. So lots to look forward to. By all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations, and I'm yours truly, Imam Safraz Gani.
لب پہ آتی ہے دعا بن کے تمنا میری، لب پہ آتی ہے دعا بن کے تمنا میری، زندگی شمع کی صورت ہو خدایا میری، زندگی شمع کی صورت ہو خدایا میری، ہو میرے دم سے یوں ہی میرے وطن کی زینت، ہو میرے دم سے یوں ہی میرے وطن کی زینت، جس طرح پھول سے ہوتی ہے چمن کی زینت، جس طرح پھول سے ہوتی ہے چمن کی زینت، زندگی ہو میری پروان کی صورت یا رب، زندگی ہو میری پروان کی صورت یا رب، علم کی شمع سے ہو مجھ کو محبت یا رب، ہو میرا کام غریبوں کی حمایت کرنا، درد مندوں سے ضعیفوں سے محبت کرنا، میرے جانا مجھ کو اس راہ پہ چلانا مجھ کو، نیک جو راہ ہو उस राह पे चलाना मुझको, मेरे अल्लाह बुराई से बचाना मुझको, नेक जो राह हो उस राह पे चलाना मुझको, लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी, जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी, लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी, जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी।
Allah's blessings and mercies on this beautiful Friday morning. As yet again, we thank Almighty Allah for granting us another shot at life. We thank Almighty Allah for health, strength, for the ability to move our limbs, for the ability to utilize all the blessings He has bestowed upon us. And at this point in our lives, as we're now getting ready to face another day, as we look forward to another day in our lives, I want to say to you this morning, always remember that you are beautiful. Always remember that you are worthy. Always remember that you are important. You are special. You are unique. You are talented. And you are irreplaceable. Butterflies don't know the color of their wings, but the human eye can tell, and the human eyes know how beautiful it is. Likewise, you don't know how good you are, but others around you can see and can know that you are special. And don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Every person on earth is unique. Every person on the face of the earth is special. No matter how good you are, no matter how good you try to be, someone is always going to be against you. But never ever let them be the limit of your success. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, mentions that people are like mines of gold and silver, meaning that everyone is unique in his own way. So let go of the people who dull your shine. Let go of the people who poison your spirit. Let go of the people who bring drama in your life. And don't let the insecurities of others dull your sparkle. Shine like the star you are born to be. And on that note, I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited of number 23 Bokal Road in Canupia, phone number 6653-078, 6653-079. F&A Hardware and Shopping Center located at number 280 Russia Douglas Road out there in Barrow. Contact number 277-8000. Island Chicken Meats and Poultry Processors located at number 47 Caroni Savannah Road out there in Charleville. Phone numbers 4713850 3825418. The Original Barbecue Hut Limited located at number 85 to 89 Superior Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. Phone number 6579429. And of course, you can message me on the program this morning via the WhatsApp number 2994103. And also, alternatively, you can send me a message via the Facebook Live. And at this point in the program, in a very short while, we'll get into our inspirational segment. So by all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM.
Yes, ma'am.
So this morning, I want you to just imagine that there is a magnificent, beautiful, wonderful painting right there in front of you. It is an intricate painting, quite detailed. It is a painstaking labor of devotion and love. The colors of the painting are most beautiful. They are like no other. They swim, they leap, they trickle, and they embellish. But in spite of having this beautiful portrait in front of you, yet still you choose to fixate your eyes on the small fly which has landed on that painting. The question is, why do you do such a thing? One person rightly mentioned, be cautious with what you feed your mind and soul. Fuel yourself with positivity and let that fuel propel you into positive action. I want to ask you a question this morning. Do you remember the last time you pat yourself on the back for something you accomplished? Or is it easier to remember the last time you criticized yourself for something instead? The point is, if being positive is difficult for you, and there is a good chance that you are allowing too much negativity to surround you in your life. This negativity can arrive in the form of negative people, negative habits, negative attitudes, or negative situations in which you put yourself. No matter what shape it takes, it is definitely worth examining your life to see where you can get rid of the things that are not positively serving you in your life. And with that being said, let me share with you this. There was once an elephant who had just finished bathing in a nearby river and was traveling along a particular route throughout the jungle. As the elephant approached a bridge, it noticed a pig completely drenched in dirty mud approaching the bridge from the opposite direction. So the elephant calmly moved to one side, allowing the filthy pig to pass by, and then proceeded on its way. The dirty pig later on boasted to its friends, and he boasted, saying, "Do you see how important I am?" Even the elephant was terrified of me, and even the elephant had to step aside to allow me to pass. When they heard this, several of the other elephants questioned their friend over his actions. And they said, "Was it due to fear that you moved to one side? Or was it due to something else?" He replied by saying that I could have easily crushed the pig beneath my leg, but I was clean and the pig was quite dirty. Moreover, crushing the pig would have made my leg dirty and muddy, something that I definitely wanted to avoid. As a result of this, I stepped up, not because of fear. The moral of that short anecdote is that a wise person will avoid contact with negativity, not out of fear, but out of a wish to avoid impurity, even if you are powerful enough to eliminate it. You do not need to react to every opposing viewpoint. You do not need to react to every word or every scenario. You do not need to engage every negative situation. Sometimes it is better to hold your peace. Sometimes in life, you feel that you're surrounded by so much negativity. Have you ever felt that there are so many external factors impacting your happiness? I mean, it is quite obvious that factors out of your control can impact your emotions and your mood. Anything from traffic to toxic relationships to politics at work to even the smallest thing in your life can set you up to drain out all of the positivity you have in your life. But you and only you can provide mental well-being in simple ways that can have profound results. So this morning, I want to share with you 5 simple points. And at the end of each point, I want to give you a simple task to perform. 5 points with 5 simple tasks that can help you transform the negativity in your life into positivity. Point number 1, focus on gratitude daily. Gratitude can fortify your emotional well-being by transforming your energy and reinforcing positive expectations. Your brain actually notices patterns in order to more easily process all of the input that it receives. So if you keep thinking about what you are lacking, you will keep noticing what you do not have. And if you keep thinking about those things that you are not blessed with, that is what will be in front of you at all times. Whereas on the other hand, if you shift your thoughts to focus on what you actually do have, what makes you happy, your brain will continue to notice the abundance in your life. And that in itself would leave you with a grateful and a happy sensation altogether. Unfortunately, expressing the feeling of gratitude is a choice that can be expressed at any point in time. The exercise I want to give you at the end of this point is that today in your life, I want you to acknowledge 3 things that went well for you recently, 3 positive things, and be happy about those things in your life. The second point is practice radical forgiveness. An important step to avoid negativity is to eliminate all resentments and forgiving not only others but also forgiving yourself as well. Holding on to grudges can block your ability to love. After you release yourself from any past pain and truly love yourself, you can now move on to receiving love, and in turn you will be able to give love more freely. With forgiveness, that forgiveness will create more room for love, and you will feel more open to love yourself, and also ultimately you will have more love for others. The exercise I want to give you at the end of this point is try to put your finger on the one thing that you want to forgive yourself for today. Identify one thing that you want to forgive yourself for today and truly forgive yourself for that particular thing. The third point, be present in the moment. Negativity arises when we reminisce about what happened in the past, or we worry about what could happen in the future. So living in the present moment means ask yourself what is absolutely true in this moment. Forget about the past. Don't have anxiety of the future. Live in the moment. And even if there are issues in your life, ask yourself what else is really true in your life. For example, I am alive, I have a great family, I have a great job, and so on and so forth. Before you know it, you will experience a sense of peace and a sense of greater joy in that particular moment. The exercise I want to give you at the end of this point is ask yourself the question, what is true in your life as you are listening to this message now? And identify 3 empowering truths about your life. Number 4, eliminate toxic relationships. Oftentimes, toxic relationships can feel depleting and ultimately weaken your drive. Look at your community, embracing and acknowledging those who make you feel alive. Consider the people who will propel you forward and support you. If you are able to change the dynamics of the people around you, you'll be able to change your negativity into positivity. And the exercise I want to give you at the end of this point is ask yourself which relationships nurture and strengthen you, and how can you connect with those people on a more regular basis. And finally, make it a habit of writing down your goals. Evidence shows that your brain can adapt to the intentions that you set. So writing down your goals increases your commitment to and your chances of achieving those goals and attaining success. Research shows that just giving clear goals to your mind actually makes you feel happier. The mere act of setting clear goals can affect your happiness, regardless of whether you attain them or not. The idea is that if you commit to an objective, you are more likely to enjoy the journey towards achieving that particular thing. And the exercise I want to give you at the end of this point is write down 3 goals. 3 goals you would like to achieve in your life, and put measures in place to achieve those goals. I surely do hope that you can see that there are simple steps you can take daily that can fortify your emotional and mental well-being and ultimately safeguard you from negativity as much as possible. These actions don't require big changes, just small shifts and small modifications, and over time you will feel empowered as you continue to shape your life into the one that you love and into the one that you desire. At this point on the program, we now go to the early morning call to prayer. The early morning call to prayer is being brought to you this morning through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Cunupia.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على حي على حي على حي
We say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning, of course, is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia, the Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street in Shagonas, contact number 671-7777. Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlement in Caroni, phone number 662-1233, 678-0857. And Automation Performance Trinidad Limited for all of your genuine Honda replacement parts located at number 114 to number 116 El Socorro Road out there in San Juan, phone number 674-1073. And of course, our lecture segment is coming up very, very shortly. So by all means, do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations.
Upon you, be peace. When we wake up in the morning, when we wake up, we thank Allah for everything we have. Oh, we start the day by praying. Oh, praying for those who may not have what we have. Every day's another day where we get to smile and play. Blessings upon blessings from Him. Oh, Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. May peace be upon you be peace. Oh, 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 oh. We are happy that we're Muslims. La ilaha illallah. Islam is full of love, it's made for me and you. But we have a job as Muslims. Oh, standing up against wrong, that is what we do. Every day's another day where we get a chance to pray. Blessings upon blessings from Him. Oh, Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. May peace be upon you be peace. Oh, 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 oh. Some may say that you are short, some may say that you are tall, some may say that you're not smart, but nothing's wrong with you at all. But always remember, nobody's better. Allah made us equal. We are all beautiful. Peace and blessings on us all. Assalamu alaikum salam. May peace be upon you be peace. Oh, 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 oh. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. May peace be upon you be peace. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. May peace be upon you be peace. Oh, 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 oh. हम तेरे बिना अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा। हम तेरे बिना अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा। तुझसे जुदा अगर हो जाएंगे तो खुद से ही हो जाएंगे जुदा। अब तुम ही हो बस तुम ही हो या रबी, बस तुम ही हो चैन भी, मेरी हर खुशी, मेरी जिंदगी, बस तुम ही हो या रबी। तेरा मेरा रिश्ता है कैसा, एक पल दूर गवारा नहीं, मेरा सब शाम बस है तेरा, वक्त मेरा बस आपका है, कोई लम्हा मेरा ना हो तेरे बिना, हर सांस पे नाम तेरा, अब तुम ही हो, बस तुम ही हो या रबी, बस तुम ही हो चैन भी, मेरी हर खुशी, मेरी जिंदगी, बस तुम ही हो। My Lord, you have come and saved me. I was lost and found now. You made love so easy. My Lord, keep me on the straight path. You're my one and only. बस तुम ही हो, तुम ही हो, बस तुम ही हो या रबी, बस तुम ही हो चैन भी, मेरी हर खुशी, मेरी जिंदगी, बस तुम ही हो।
Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Safras Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspiration. It's your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. And at this point in the program, we now get into the lecture segment of the program. And of course, you can reach out to me via the WhatsApp number 2994103. You can also send me a message to the Facebook Live as well. This morning, like I mentioned before, this literally is the Friday before the month of Ramadan. This is the last Friday before the month of Ramadan. By the time the next Friday comes around, we would have already entered into the holy month of Ramadan. So with these few days left, leading up to the month of Ramadan, it is very, very important that we fine-tune our preparation. And one of the most important things that we can do with regards to our preparation, and I like to say the ultimate preparation, is one in which we prepare our hearts to receive the purity, the spirituality that is the month of Ramadan. If you want to have something to drink, just yesterday I was having a discussion with my wife, and I said to her that, if you want to drink a glass of milk, you go into the kitchen and you take a vessel, you take a glass, but before pouring the milk, you ensure that the glass is clean. If the glass is not clean, you either discard that glass and find a clean one, or you take the same glass and you ensure that that glass is washed and purified and cleaned properly before pouring the pure milk into that vessel. If the pure milk is poured into an impure vessel, that will result in the milk itself also becoming impure. So I want to say to you this morning that as you approach not just the month of Ramadan, but as you approach any spiritual period throughout the course of the year, regardless of the period, any spiritual period you approach, it is important that your vessel is clean. It is important that you purify that vessel. And your heart, that is your vessel for you to receive the goodness of the holy month of Ramadan. Sometimes it can be a very, very difficult task to purify your hearts. It can be a very difficult task to remain pure in a world where immorality is so openly practiced and accepted. It is a huge task to remain pure in a world where there is so much oppression, in a world where there's so much wrongdoing. It is a huge, huge task. There are people in the world today who unfortunately find enjoyment in hurting others. They find entertainment in destroying the lives of others. But then, after all the confusion that they have caused, after all of the confusion they have cooked up in the background, they are quick to come in front of you and play the victim themselves in a weird and twisted way of pacifying their egos. Unfortunately, we are living in a world today where people tend to forget really quickly all the good you did for them. Once they can get out of you what they want, then all will seem fine. But the moment you put your foot down, and the moment you stop taking negativity, the moment you stop taking all of the wrong things which are tossed to you, immediately they forget all that you did for them. And they tend to remember the one mistake you might have made, and they harp on that. And then they create a huge, horrible image about you as an individual. A major part of preparation for Ramadan or any spiritual period is cleansing your heart. Cleanse your heart of hatred. Cleanse your heart of malice. Cleanse your heart of jealousy. Ensure that your vessel is purified, so that when that spiritual period gets going, you have a vessel which is able to capture the spirituality of the moments, the purity of the moments, and above all, try your best to keep your vessel upright. A vessel that is turned down, upturned, upside down, can receive nothing. If you take a glass and you turn it upside down and you try to pour anything within, it simply bounces off the backside of that particular object. So two things very importantly. Number one, ensure that your vessel is clean, purified, and ensure that your vessel is in the right direction, upturned to receive the blessings of the month of Ramadan. One scholar mentioned that the heart is like a mirror. A mirror is supposed to reflect objects. But there are three things that can obscure the image of the object. Number one, if the surface of the mirror is dirty. If the surface of the mirror is dirty, then the mirror would not be able to project that image. Number two, if the surface of the mirror is deformed, the surface of the mirror is deformed in some way, then too, it will be difficult for that mirror to project the image of the object. And number three, if the mirror is facing in the wrong direction. If you are facing the materialistic things of this world, you cannot reflect the oneness of Almighty Allah. You cannot reflect the spirituality that is coming your way. Why? Because your heart is in the wrong direction. Always remember that with a clean heart, with a pure heart, you will experience the greatness of the Almighty in your life. You will live a holy life with ease. You will live a life and you will have a clean conscience. You will have pure desires. You will be free entirely from bitterness. And above all, you will be filled with the love of the Almighty. The great scholar Rumi said, the pure heart is a spotless mirror in which images of infinite beauty are reflected. So as we head into the month of Ramadan, within the next few days, take these few days to make peace with yourself, make peace with the Almighty, ensure that your vessel, which is your heart, is clean and upturned in the right way to be able to receive the blessings of the holy month of Ramadan. I also say to you from now, Ramadan greetings, pre-Ramadan greetings, I should say, to you and yours. For indeed, the next time we meet, the next Friday, on next week Friday, we would have already entered the month of Ramadan. So this is my opportunity to say to you, Ramadan Mubarak. May Almighty Allah bless us all with a very profitable Ramadan. May He enable us to see another month of Ramadan. May He make it a means of our salvation in this life as well as in the life of the hereafter.
मैं भटका हुआ था, परेशान था मैं, सहारा भी मुझको मिला था न कोई। तुझे मैंने सबके दिलों में जो ढूंढा, मिला मुझको अपने ही दिल के किनारे। या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या रहीम या करीम। ज़मीं के हुस्न में शराबूर था मैं, उठाता था सर ढूंढता था मैं तुझको। पहाड़ों सितारों बदलती फिजाओं को जब मैंने समझा, मिला मुझको तू ही। या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या रहीम या करीम। या रहीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीम या रहीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीम लगा के ये दिल मैंने दुनिया से देखा, फिर ऐसा हुआ दिल लगाया ये तुझसे। न दर में न शहर में न अपने ही घर में, मिला जो सुकून कलब तेरे घर में। या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या अल्लाह या रहीम या करीम। या रहीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब। हाँ करीम या करीम माफ कर दे मुझको भी, तू ही तो बस मेरे है सबसे करीब।
As we're coming to the end of the program for this morning, I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of the Price Club Supermarket located at Ramsaran Street in Chagonas. Contact number 6717777. Point Fortune Hardware Limited Wholesale Division located at Frederick Settlement in Karani. Phone number 6621233 6780857. Adams Project Management and Construction Limited located at number 66 Omera Industrial Estate in Arima. Phone number 6458326 6639144. The Original Barbecue Hut Limited located at number 85 to 89 Sipero Road, Victoria Village in San Fernando. Phone number 6579429. Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia. And AutoNation Performance Trinidad Limited for all of your genuine Honda replacement parts. And of course, they are located at number 114 to number 116 El Socorro Road out there in San Juan. Phone number 6741073. I also want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to Sister Nazma Khan from out there in Princestown. Also pleasant good morning as well going out to Lisa who was joining us on the program. And also we say a very pleasant good morning, Assalamu alaikum, Jumma Mubarak, going out to Roshani from out there in Deerfield Beach in Florida. Pleasant good morning as well going out to our sister Zobida Muhammad from out there in New York City. A very pleasant good morning as well going out to Brother Nigel from out there in Birmingham in the UK. I'm also not forgetting our sister Jacina Qadr Baksh from out there in Holland. And of course, we say a very special salam and greetings of peace going out to you, our listeners and viewers who joined us on the program this morning, and to everyone who messaged on the program both locally and internationally. May the peace, blessings and mercy of Almighty Allah be with you. It was an absolute honor and a personal pleasure to be in your company over the last hour or so. By all means, do join me next week, Friday, from 5 a.m. for another segment of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment. And of course, throughout the course of the month of Ramadan, you can look forward to our programming coming up, of course, throughout the course of the month of Ramadan. May the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. And of course, pre-Ramadan greetings from now. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, signing off for this morning on this beautiful Friday morning. Until next week, please do have an extremely blessed day. Stay safe and stay in the mercy of Almighty Allah. Much love, and may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Following farming segment is brought to you by the agricultural specialists at FT Farfan. From fertilizers to agri-equipment, FT Farfan has everything you need to keep your farm growing.
Good morning, listeners. This is Sandy. Welcome to the future of agriculture with FT Farfan. As the weather gets